Breaking news, man. If you guys don't know what's going on, the mayor of Minnesota was just decided, and Omar Fateh lost to the current mayor. And the reason why he lost, if you guys don't know, Omar Fateh was representing the Democratic Party, and he also is of Somalian descent, right? And the reason why he lost, his own Somalian people, right? At least half or more than half of them, right, voted against him because they believed that he was from the wrong tribe.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Let's talk about the Minneapolis mayor's race.
Recent polling has discovered that Omar Fateh lost his race because he is part of the Darude clan, and most of the Somalis there are part of the Hawiya clan. Somalia.
On November 5th, 65,377 residents ranked Omar Fateh number 1. That is a new record. That is the highest vote any Somali American has ever received in a Minnesota city election. That is nearly 8,000 more first choice votes than his campaign earned in 2021. That's the first story. Now let's look at the math. The first round numbers were Yaqub Fateh 42%, Omar Fateh 32%, Dwayne Davis 14%, Jazz Hampton 10%. Because Minneapolis uses ranked choice, nobody hit 50%. After the second choice ballots were redistributed, the final margin was just 5.6%. Only 8,300 votes citywide. And that tiny gap came despite a 5-to-1 spending war. 5 outside PACs poured $3.8 million into pro-Fateh mailers. The Fateh campaign raised $780K, and 93% of that money, it came from real people, $100 at a time. That wasn't just a campaign. That was a movement against the machine. So let's be clear. This was not a rejection of the candidate by his community. This was a consolidation. Fateh carried the precincts with the highest Somali turnout by over 70%. He won the U District. He won the East Phillips. The gap didn't come from his base. It came from Southwest and downtown, where second choice rankings broke 3-to-1 for Fateh. What beat the campaign wasn't clan politics. It was institutional gravity, the building trades, the police federation, every town USA. They all endorsed Fateh and activated their lists. That's the machine they were up against. And that is the machine they now have to build an independent answer to, one rooted in renters, workers, and immigrants. Here is the real takeaway. 1. 44% in a 15-candidate race prove that candidates' base is bigger than any single block. 2. Ranked choice rewards alliances. The lesson here is to unite the Davis, Hampton, Fateh voter pool, not split it, because the three candidates are ideologically closer to one another than to incumbent Yaqub Fateh. Davis, Hampton, and Fateh urge their supporters to rank each other second and third on the ranked choice ballot. By pooling those second and third choice votes, they hope to keep them inside a single, larger block and make it harder for Fateh to reach the 50% plus one threshold he needed to win. 3. The 2027 council races are 18 months away. The voter file is public. The work for any campaign shouldn't start next year. It has to start now. So every Somali parent who knocked their first door, to every student who text banked between classes, What does this mean? It means they didn't lose. They graduated. They graduated to the next level of organizing. The mayor's office is term limited in 2029. The field will be wide open. That's the real price. So prepare, unite, and don't let personal vendetta break that unity. And Allah knows best.